Some 20 minutes after 2, M'Ahiasem FM Sunday. And a Thursday afternoon, the 6th day of January 2022. Good afternoon to you. Thanks for joining us. Ekosiisen is live and airborne on M'Ahiasem FM. I don't know media say bonso femi obi. If we time copy him send unsianefa ebebo. Yet the Ekosiisen Jumediano airborne. This is where all the big conversations in Ghana happen. And oba Ekosiisen soa. The ensem trophy shim the atuja the timemu 4 eka the amanyo 4 eka yebusa se Ekosiisen ewie ewojumedie so. In the next 4 hours 30 minutes we're bringing you Ghana's biggest and the most authoritative political, social and current affairs talk show. On behalf of the production team, a team led by Dominic Kisi Yaboa with support from Nana Chumberema, Jackson Osei Tiamwa, Eric Opare, popularly known as DJ Yayo, and a Queen Star at Japan. Yatanase, Eddie Ekosiisen M'Ahiasem. It's also day 3 of our Beginning the Year Right series. Yeshasiye Enano Benada, Yane Sofopenyi, Michael Bwedi Nyameche Enra, Yane Richmond, Kwame Frempong, and Yawo Akasa Fomi, in the 2 speakers, 2 very, very, very solid speakers, and Yane Aiding Komo, and the first, Amos Kevin Anan, ono a convener of Singles in 3D Creative Couples Conclave, Mobilizing Males and a Female in Fellowship Summit. Inti summit ahodobe and 9 Singles in 3D Summit, Creative Couples Conclave Summit, Mobilizing Males Summit, and a Females in Fellowship Summit. Inti he's convener of all of these summits. And Obeka Yengu studio na edin komo. The first topic will be building lasting relationships, things to watch. Inti Amos Kevin Anan will join us na yedi and komo. That will begin at exactly 3 p.m. Yewia yene Paul Mante, managing director of EDC Investment Limited, a member of the EcoBank Group. Yene also yedi komo at 4 p.m. and he will speak to us on the topic financial progress for 2022, the do's and the don'ts. Financial progress for 2022, the do's and the don'ts. Before we get into these discussions, here the M'Ahiasem segment ne bebre mama hine kwabna santia wa and nsem bi e koso wo yema emu e wose ehwe ne yetimi edi ho enkomo tew na ye the Beginning the Year Right Summit no series no sorry atwa mo so ntemo nhyane nsoma ya na nsem no wo say you see these are some of the things that mention in program who slate for down on friend word trade we say the Kojom Munimo, yes, maybe the World Trade Center. Yeah, World Trade Center say where you will be a free dining. World Trade Center. Yeah, because of lack of maintenance. Or be a free dining. Slate to 4 they be a investment me can one. Yes, slate to 4 ya my investment be ba. Ya can one say mass of money. Yeah. Every day. Now World Trade Center you go slate for dia. Yes, one with your be so manage momo. Only because maintenance is a problem and more occupy place so kasa. You know, and everybody's getting out of the place. Say, oh, I can't pay 2. The whole World Trade Center is still for investment. Go and check it. What are we doing? We World Trade Center. It's a state investment. Now, state for the Gramu Yadia, or are the state, or moment to manage your money. And sometimes they are independent. Oh, whether they be a better. So for the word, you management now, the problem about be a few World Trade Center. In the Nipa, third party or more demand. Yes, and also but now the contestants are still someone SSC, third party, yes, everybody is exiting that facility over there. One aboka, and we just have to go back to the kind of agreement on the third party. And people go unpunished, people go unchecked. Now, your friend would near yes, you World Trade Center, Ubiabaji, or no Brandy World Trade Center, or no maintain on say, now Ajagu say, Panay, Nasa. But the current SNIT MD, a diligent man, very, very much. No. No, some case work a current SNIT manager. The American say, "Sir, there are SNITs under somebody." Yeah. Ain't he? I know the person personally, and I know how diligent he is. I'm a bit surprised why. Because I would want to believe, say, is something beyond the control of him as MD.
Wow, I don't know. Now, straight investment questions are about. We are the World Trade Center, but that was for lack of maintenance. And people occupying or more exited. I said, okay.
And World Trade Center were very strategic.
And I'm saying that I was forced to get to that place. Now we pa. But if I empty in inch now, remember Jinan Kasakasa 2021 bimu. 2022, I did be a become a piano. I said bimu. We can sit down again. 2022. I did be a become a piano and see a boa money to be Jinan Branny. Of course. Now, who could be a porter? Who not co-invest? Who not co-invest? Who be a porter? Say, yeah, traditional horse. Who be a 9-2. Now I am.
Traditional horse,
yes.
School by no.
And then we go on.
University of Ghana.
And then we go on. Wait, normal. And then Ghana for more common white is and then there be a porter now. 9 o'clock, 9-2. 2 minutes. Hey, we Ghana, we super. Much India.
Traditional horse ni I am.
Ah, nothing about this. What be a dear 9 o'clock? 9-2. And we say, I will be no friend be mobi. I will follow you now. More catch them share. Obi say obetimi e de I'm a traditional horse no at the cost of 3,000, 4,000, 5,000, 2,500. Who will catch them? I mean, when you make a way, then maybe for dance your bra. For dance your bra. We 200 more because ya kasa where in the world? And you see a beer quiet one no be try to apply. Will be in 9, 2 minutes after 9. I don't know. What but damn Ghana.
Traditional horse ni I am.
Why are we doing this to ourselves? Why? Now to me it is all the one way and our crowd best in found. Let us correct the system. Just say to the Obo Legon. Lego and Chebio never do Munina Munina Brani. Move a call Legon be. It will be a 9 would then call 9-1. Later 9-2, more than 9-1. Now you must say ding.
But traditional horse, so space is a warm door. How it's able to
everything business, everything in this country.
I'm for blocking.
Yes, they are more blocking. Yes. People are getting it too. I don't know Porter and I'm being whatever. More than years, I don't know. Porter and I'm being I block
3 days ago. Oh, me want a young lady be friend. And I'm say, voice radio and your familiar. Or see will be the number man or takrade. Say on frame now or frame me me buana me nya tradition and I'm say traditional na me dem me say na me call Legon 4 years ni na me pay
because the system is not fair and the Ghana bibia e person obi di anim bibia the tuma pass it's just system no efa no na tuma kono
unya traditional
pass akosi z obuachi mu so wanyere no pa fa kwabna sante ni man kwa tuma kem. Is that how we build the country?
Sir, traditional horse ni na
I am see a beer pot and 9-2 na apim. Almost have a truck at that thing. It can never be there, but we are experiencing it. Mental office can't say we are experiencing it.
There was the complaints coming too much.
BM2 na wo for no. Esa say telephone no. Me ka o me be frɛ fa dance ye bra na obi e retreat.
And go for a demand this.
I'm telling you. Yeah. Now I'll show you no go to your school fees 4,000. I can so in traditional honor 5,000. No be. January. Odian fancy a different month because January. Ya can see her because I were chi. Masa a 2 and about say Ghana na ya kase ya shisha yes and pa Ghana and say ya Ghana achia emuye. We understand that perfectly, but we can do far better if we start changing our attitudes. Me fan question politician be out. Me fan question politician as we speak now. The managers, those who are standing in the stead of politicians, we cannot continue to blame politicians. They are part of the problem, but the majority of the problem is the Ghanaian dishonesty. Greed.
Some of the best. Any go on share all the management programs. Inti a basa manage admission into public halls. Yeah. Public halls of residence.
It's just
now
too
under
much.
2 minutes.
It's just too much.
I was saying for baby.
It's just too much. Be a catechonis. And get back to the World Trade Center. Say we take it upon yourself. Jackson, maybe me call your pictures and picture me there, bro. Empty spaces, bam. Now more say.
You have the picture.
Yes, another mechanical. Empty spaces, bomb. Now me to see me kochire mmiri ayi ka ho na wo no obaje me nto bua kakra e de akoya adwuma nsi hu beba ho ne se bia me da achi me ma ho me giem no metimi abo already no kran masa what's another area kran masa de aba no me ko sa pension de no kran so enzo ho nkomo no ye bebre me ko eno so before me ba yen na World Trade Center the managers of the facility me enche bia me sabeka enkitahudie ene nkrata edi adanse ye say empty
is that a place?
Empty spaces.
Wow.
Empty. And why your mad is empty? You money, say your bank so, say your company so, Busa or managing snake for say, do they still exist? No. Why? Mojisi Kano should be a Kakabia Mupiana with a commerce. Ghana home, your sister and Krata Bibra are in your to your benefit. Individual interest, a grouping interest, particular AB interest, and this is a Ghana Japan contract. Contractor one can say what Juma na Japadia on sign and no sign Ghana. Yeah,
because World Trade Center maybe a sino. It's strange. Say the whole place is empty. How? And if I talk more mutie, you know, on my pictures now, you know, any Oba, you would see all the pictures now on your screens. Oba Empire FM page on Facebook. The pictures now are there. Well, only more Trade Center. No, the facility is almost empty.
Yeah,
almost empty. It's surprising.
Yeah. Also, what you mean? Me catch your point blank. Say we need to set up and shape the mentality of the Ghanaian. Anything Ghana, Biano, among for taking undue advantage of anything Ghana. We have been taken for granted by our own selves, so not by any groupings of people, by our own selves. Nanya sir, Jackson, catch me. Look at the disrespect these telcos are having for us. Self SIM registrations as it COVID bremu and the bobo so sadi from Ahimachi to Anajunusia. These telcos, they've taken us for granted for too long a time. MTN, Vodafone, Airtel, Tigo. They've taken us for granted. Poor service providers. Poor service providers.
What is
re-registration? Me obi me nyimu sa IT7 no. Nyamu na mo see ya fingerprints ni ye mfo nyi na Ghana card so. And then they connect slate system. They consider na. It's re-registration. There is no other means. If there is no other means, say the political parties and politicians no, omutimi electoral commission. Almost setting up various centers for registration exercise now. Why are we all heading towards MTN head office? Head office.
Because
why do we do that? Why do we do that?
Pictures of re-registration.
Why do we do
that? Jackson and your pictures maybe the good Facebook live. Where your same re-registration, no? And it's unbelievable the number of people are. And I've been wondering, say, what is it about the same registration? Yentimi enya simple solution. Yes, the idea behind it, fantastic. Say, yen sign register, na yentimi enyi omoa, AUC mobile lines, the frauding California, I don't know. The idea is good, but the execution has been absolutely terrible.
And like, IT funny me church mu so sad they capture just the man who here and me no ma combine snake. Yes.
And the same thing
and you know, Nipa about yes.
And Utie now bar, Ube who picked way Shell filling station. I say MTN office be or Shell honor. Nipa bar peso.
Yes, but if the telcos indeed say if the telcos being supervised by that relevant agency or ministry, is this the treatment they give to us?
I mean, Charlie, it is bad though.
Is this the treatment they give to us?
Mr. Andrew, I'm driving far down someone.
Is this the treatment they give to us?
Jesus Christ,
that we should go there 4 a.m. and then with impunity, Yabu bosses COVID Omicron press. Now yourself your 6. Now me part now 6 the following day 8 a.m. These telcos making money at our expense, making money and causing problem for the country Ghana. Why? Ghana also will be answer. Do you know much money? They are on our land. They are on our land. The MTNs, the Vodafones, the Airtel Tigo, they are on our land. A lot of dignity, a little bit of dignity. Another moment Ghana for Mutu Asaram, why? Why?
Just go and re-register. And sometimes I wonder, conceive the idea and see a roll it out, Bibia. Yent not say your friends and our friends simulation and how to roll the thing out properly, how a man for will not be inconvenienced. Because this is messy. And I'm like, I cannot go and stand
Well, what is happening is that in the match, the Air Force back off.
Because
there's too much disrespect and people taking people for granted this country too much. Oh, but Jimska. Sika wa Jimmy in Echino, who to providing centers are this minor technology. Uber creator man no beauty when I want her over her crown what to register, Uraha what to register. Just that why?
The National Health Insurance Authority. Any similar challenges in Kofoko renew or Mokata. Who's an only pack of bodies or this year they resolved it. Just code baby. Star BB. Why register? And why do we have to go through some of these things?
Behaving like the immigration and those people.
And these are tech companies.
Yes, a technological company. Telco. It's in Mislamo.
But NCN.
Mislamo, yes.
NCN so into Omoma directives, no. It almost now say they
your civil registration card is and then we go to end in March. What goes into the match? They don't care. I'm not fine, say nine. Because now we follow suit all the time. Your SIM card registration will expire in March. What we Uber's advert the proper utilization of exercise now and only there no problem. What goes into the exercise and no problem because the Ghanaian is always taken for granted. Master, in short up on 10 year or war.
Because I am thinking, sir. So NCA regulator now in giving out this directive, no, at least from the get-go, unim outlets are telcos ni na ewo. I don't think because make I say electoral commission there no. How many people did they register in less than 18 million people in less than 1 month? The electoral commission set up over 20,000 polling stations for the registration. Over 20,000 registration centers. So what telcos now outlet across the country. So I don't think it's up to 10,000. It is before some members are directed to be register. What did the NCA do?
Point is that they don't respect us. They've taken us for granted.
Because Charlie,
they don't respect us.
Because NCA now, what am your friend saying? Okay, later
Okaile, Olive Okaile. Yes.
Charlie.
So, but Obi, that is not even the issue. You know what is happening now? Because over time, they have taken us for granted. You see, because major providers of money for all governments and for Ghana. Now, no assembly now catching me. And then you make me going to just came 3 months. I'm so I'm telling you that the disrespect. And sometimes people put in certain positions in this country. And I'm coming to when we give you position in this country, position of influence and relevance, make sure the people you superintend, are very comfortable to say, oh, Nami and Shira, Papa, we are not Mami, because not personal, young consultant says, Sabi, and Nine more. Omicron person. You sit in your comfort. Your responsibility. If we don't add our voices to change the system, we are not going to be workers at multimedia till that kingdom come. When we get out of this system and we face the reality on the ground, if it does not change, that is where we will see our foolishness and the God-given spirit of the man. I didn't tell because I started with NIA and also Nipani ho more number yeah, it says and no assuring but we don't plan because the people that they are planning for us no people go.
I would humbly submit, Oman, I will humbly submit, say, until we see something dignifying into this time, no, the policy makers, number one, which is the Ministry of Communications, the policy implementers, in this case the regulator, NCA, any telcos now should sit down, get into a room, come up with something proper and dignified.
Is that what you're telling me?
No. The American is saying until we see something like that, nobody should go and join.
I'm saying
things like this.
No. Because
I will not join.
And somebody need if we don't start talking to some of these issues, these so-called companies and certain personalities will take us Ghanaians for granted. And you can say, no.
The Ministry of Communications.
What is that?
NCA should come up with something better. What have you put in place? This is
in terms of Omicron and COVID?
This is
why? Because people live there, in their quest to just do things. Obi, tell customer bosses no. No in their air conditioning, in their cars, and in their various homes, no, or are registered almost simple. So they don't feel that
because
pain. They don't feel that pain.
Sometimes where what I find worrying. Say open say we roll it out BBC because man na me check data be. Electoral Commission register nipa say 20 million. Unim say nipa dodo a ewo ye can say omo SIM card.
Yeah.
Omo SIM card in Ghana. Yeah. Ebro 40 million. Are you aware?
Omo bro 40
million. SIM card in circulation in Ghana ebro 40 million. 40 million. And they say ECA register 20 million people. And the budget are easy to do the registration. Omumpone set up over 20,000 registration centers. You are dealing with potentially 43 million people. The outlet are telcos newo. Enu 10,000. And maybe the say post offices post offices in every town. You would find at least a post office.
Ghana Post.
Why don't we have post offices as registration centers for this thing?
There are so many options available.
Just sitting
so many
down
options.
To think.
Now you're trying to say immigration and police service. One year so in terms of normal recruiting the police service.
Yes.
What did they do different? Because they thought through.
They thought through.
Yes.
It is sometimes and your policy makers also pay funds in the Ministry of Communication now as those who are signing the statement come on. Now betoja and the registration and no one
That's it.
I mean, the real thinking that will have to go into it to get the thing done and done well.
That's it.
No, be out him. Look at the mess. Look at the mess.
Yes, because Ghana card mess, no. And you almost say a boss one year jai. Ghana problem, no. They will say, oh, we don't make car, we don't enter, but me catch a telcos, no. Me catch a NCA4, me catch a Ministry of Communication. You better bar to the sense of Ghana for piano register. If you don't give us proper treatment, nobody should go and register. Third match, I'm going to tell you, what are you talking about? Just come for service. Now I'm a poor service. Hey, now I'm okay. 2022, 2021. Yeah, just offices. We will push till the dignity of the Ghanaian is restored. Why? You could tell you, I should be able to make a cry.
Nani pa jina we say pa and say we are exaggerating. Bro, Facebook never pictures no. Feelings just to go and do what? Go and re-register with him. Just re-register.
What is this?
Wow!
What is this?
In the 21st century.
Please.
Oh, Charlie.
Mr. This time around, Mr. Pass, take the World Trade Center issue. Just verify and check whether it's for SNIT. And see the managers and get to know the managers of the facility. Why everybody potential oil in the companies banks in Ako, aka 2x3, 2x4 companies why? What's the problem? What was the contract? What was the specification in that contract? Why? And I'm chancing upon 2 letters B, and I'm telling the politicians, letters B. See, I'm chancing on 2 letters B. I'm forwarding now on this matter of can say NDC man,
Finance Committee.
Please, what's that was you? What the Kinka Crat anyway? A Kinka Crat anyway. Okay, we are over to the mechanism. Before you get to that point. Adia bako bi mpese meka nenne and it's a school feeding secretariat for no omuntie Tuesday the man etia
Tuesday
yes na say obi na say the papa be kasa wa here say a share bufu kra if you know the efforts we are putting in it kika fan where you call if you know the effort government is putting in your salary will not resource now COVID government had every right to say as a result of COVID if you know the effort my boss is putting your boss, a paid boss, to give us results, you are going to hold beef for your boss? Are you kidding me? If it was your father, your mother, your uncle, your nephew, your niece, a family member, if it was you, can say explanation better. Tuesday, when the man from the gym, now send the 2 channel first scanning back. Me catch now and can for the attention. No money syndrome, my brother. Because I buy this capital to cast. I buy some of the things that I buy this guy, to some of us, quite irrelevant. On the scale of preference, it should be the last thing for government to attend to. And Debia Dana, Debia has not been released. I don't really. This time you release it. No, dear. Yeah, because Obia say and talk about Obia first can of release. Can of no there. In fact, the problem we have is can of release here. Every day can of release here. Dear na can of say I don't know from say no on because it's serious.
Every sector
is saying can of release here. Na can of no wine.
Finance minister.
And to release it, live up to expectation.
Asempa FM.
Live up to expectation because your duty is not to let us feel that who will is he. Now I'm just say, who will is he? How can government perform? How can the people also perform for government to get that fame? How do we perform? How? Every day can offer release. Every blessed day can offer release. But the president goes to share teacher for. Nanado, please stop the Bosch housing system for the teachers and all. Stop it because already no. Nanado Bosch was Ghana for no. If we follow through those Bosch, Ghana is a change country.
Yeah.
Fantastic policies by this administration, the president. Say, oh, this should pay here, because
implementation,
yes,
execution.
For problem, bro. Government or an administration offer over 10 policies, major policies. Financially consuming policies
at the same time.
Now, I say, now, you want to go buy. Also, I teacher for field, Nankasa problems. I pacha, Mr. President, stay away from promises. Fulfill those that you have told us already. Execute them
already,
execute them well. Because if it must be done well. Now, I friend, I'll my promise. I'm a teacher for BB. Because you who are doing now, they Ghana. I didn't your papa by implementation your problem. I'm saying, Nippon be what Bemu this time. Who trademark with your papa, Mr. President?
So on
it's a sunny panibi. That doesn't make count. People are ready to work for Ghana to benefit.
FM.
It's a sunny panibi. Because people have the impression that Nanado dear, on the sa, Nanado dear, on the sa, Nanado dear, on the sa, no more bo watasa, say watara.
Watara and the Alasan Watara.
Alasan Watara. Oh, Bono Truka.
Asempa FM.
Nanado dear, on the sa, and Tibinu to wa. As I said, Nanado dear, on the sa, any day. Do all ye be an or yen is without any sense of urgency. Nanado dear, on the sa, Nanado on the sa. This year, the Nanado. Obesa. Who the first routine another day? Oh, another day. Oh, this year, Nanado, or best shoko. This year, Nanado, or best shoko. What about 2 million there? Nanado dear. Oh, Nanado dear. Oh, you really afford you know. You become a doctor for so employment wounds and medical schools.
Medical school.
You really afford you know. And also, some say basa. How the attack now? We had to call them homes because Godfrey Dambeka, you know, we need to protect. We need to protect.
Hey, woman, let us now go through letters.
Okay, so go through the letters and quickly. Yes, I'm right back. You have enough time.
But I think because I work court now, I would only say, sir, the letters here no makes interesting reading.
Okay.
And it would mean, sir, assembly work court and so be very, very, very interesting.
And the way no assembly,
oh yes, we no trust the prosecutors no it will be on Nigeria. So but of course where your prosecutors you don't know what the defense and so but from where it will make the case very, very interesting in court.
What does the letter say? And we are not allowed to read it.
It speaks basically to the agreement between the ministry and or more and was some of the cars no ambulances no and
signed letters, Anna.
Oh yes, signed letters. These are signed letters. I mean, these are signed letters. But we say Dr. Alex Segbefia and Anidin Eshase. We so yes, me no Alex Segbefia. Ain't
first also there?
The
only actually no.
We 29
Samson Ladi actually. Yeah, check all those relevant.
Yeah. Date was the 29th May 2015. We Ministry of Health letterhead so. In your no extra command, Honorable Minister, Ministry of Finance and Economic Planning. NRC DSA agreement between Big C General Trading LLC and the Republic of Ghana, represented by the Ministry of Health, for the supply of 200 Mercedes-Benz ambulances and related services. And that's the the letter Alex Segbefia. Second one, okay, we're 29th May 2015. Second one, also 20th January 2016. And also also agreement between Big C General Trading Limited, that's LLC, and the Republic of Ghana, represented by the Ministry for the supply of and also 200 Mercedes-Benz ambulances and related services, and also signed by Alex Segbefia. And also 29th May 2015, Diana, or say, this is to bring to your attention some development in relation to the supply agreement of 200 ambulances between Government of Ghana and Big C General Trading LLC. As it may be recalled, the above-mentioned agreement, which contract value is 15,800,000 Ghana cedis, was signed on the 19th of December 2012.
Okay.
Copy attached. Per the contract, 200 well-equipped ambulances.
Emphasis on what?
Well-equipped ambulances were to be supplied. List of equipment attached to in the equipment there was a woman attached in the contract. The delivery terms are as follows: the first consignment of 25 ambulance vehicles shall be delivered by the supplier within 120 days.
Okay.
After signing of the contract.
Okay.
The remaining 175 vehicles shall be delivered in batches of a minimum of 25 every 30 days.
Okay.
After the first delivery.
So first delivery, in the first 3
delivery,
months.
25.
3 months.
Yes.
Okay.
Within 120 days.
Okay.
After the signing of the contract.
Okay.
First 25 neba. Now the remaining 175 no, and so be deliver in batches of a minimum of 25 every 30 days.
Okay.
In the first 30 days, with the 25, the next 30 days, with the 25, now 175. I say the first batch of 10 ambulances was delivered at the forecourt of the State House in December 2014. A post-delivery inspection was carried out in January 2015 by the Operations Department of the National Ambulance Service. The inspection revealed that there was no medical equipment in the vehicles, thereby making the vehicles ordinary vans and not ambulances. It is worth mentioning that there is currently an order of interim injunction and preservation order 25 of CI 47 from the High Court restraining the Bank of Ghana and the Ministry of Finance from transmitting, transferring, and or paying the defendant or respondent any sum of money relating to the contract for the supply of the ambulances. There was a restraining order from the court. This is as a result of the litigation between Jakpa at Business Limited and Big C General Trading LLC, the two companies who have an agency agreement to supply the ambulances. Another batch of 20 ambulances have arrived at the Tema Harbour and are to be inspected. On the 14th day of April 2015, an inspection team from the National Ambulance Service and the procurement unit of the Ministry of Health.
National Ambulance Service are Professor Zakaria. No.
Yes. And the procurement unit of the Ministry of Health visited the Tema Harbour to carry out the inspection of the ambulances. But unfortunately, they were stopped by the harbour security because of an order of interim injunction from the High Court. In view of the above ongoing court case and the fact that the first batch of ambulances arrived without accessories, I wish to advise that any payment to be made in relation to the supply of these ambulances be suspended until an amicable solution is arrived at and the accessories supplied. Sincerely yours, Honorable Dr. Alex Segbefia. And we're not sure the Honorable Minister, Ministry of Finance and Economic Planning, Accra, Ghana, 29th May 2015. Good. And we're not sure first 30 buy. No, first 25 buy. And no, first 10. Despite the agreement said 25 never first, no 10 the Bible said 10 na she nim in a and or try say na litigation about between the agents.
No, we call just on moon the Becas Nashim, Obi, me, be not him.
Oh, share ambulance and never State House and
yes, and on Crata never catch me. I'm happy that only proud this idea, and I'm wondering whether Attorney General,
yes,
almost like Catalibia. I'm wondering whether a force, or Catalibia. Because it's in the any some it's said down a man where your book says to the Biafra. It's I'm wondering whether go for dummy or Catalibia. I'm wondering whether are two forcing or Catalibia. Obi, you're calling in a Koya, it will be. You Yagani spinning, you
na cast the BBA.
No one can say, who some side, who are Pentecost, Penmu, who be some side, this ambulance saga, who be some side, and I'm happy this letter is specifying a dear potia a share say I'm happy.
And mind you, sir, in this letter you can, you know, the minister at the time, Finance Ministry, said they should not make any payments, I would say, because there is a restraining order from the High Court at the time. But let's fast forward to January 20th, 2016. And we'll let us mean the second one, this one, no, was from the minister to the chief executive officer, Big C Medical, Omunu Dubai, UAE. Mind you, sir, Big C for another cast neighbor through or more agent, which is, your friend say, my main pet company, to be fair, company the Japa at Business Limited.
Okay.
And mind you, sir, the court case was between Japa at Business and Big C and then High Court. And I'm so ministry order say Emma Finance interest KBA and far more about this ambulance. When the minister no letter out come chief executive officer of Big C January 20th, 2016. This is the second letter or the Sunday, you know. And also I say reference is made to the agreement signed on 19th December 2012. Between Big C General Trading LLC and the government of the Republic of Ghana, represented by the Ministry of Health, for the supply of 200 Mercedes-Benz ambulances and related services. As per the agreement, which is valued at 15,800,000 Ghana cedis, 200 well-equipped ambulances are to be supplied to the Ministry of Health. For the avoidance of doubt, the terms of the delivery per the agreement are as follows. 1. The first consignment of 25 ambulance vehicles shall to be delivered. I don't know, say typo there. And as it shall be delivered by the supplier within 120 days after signing the agreement. 2. The remaining 175 vehicles shall be delivered in batches of a minimum of 25 every 30 days after the first delivery. It is obvious that the first consignment of 10 vehicles you delivered in December 2014 did not meet ambulance specifications and were not fit for the purpose. Fit for the purpose. This is the Minister of Health writing to the company who also supply vehicles. So good. Or say, they were strictly speaking ordinary vans that you were trying to there were, strictly speaking, ordinary vans that you were trying to convert into ambulances. A post-delivery inspection carried out in January 2015 by the Operations Department of our National Ambulance Service revealed that there was no medical equipment in the vehicles, thereby reducing them to ordinary vans rather than ambulances. Upon receipt of our inspection report, you invited 3 key officers of the Ministry of Health to visit your production facility in Dubai to discuss the report and other related issues with your engineers. Our technical team was fully prepared for the trip, but it appears that you are derailing the process by consistently postponing the date for the visit on the pretext of being outside of Dubai. To date, the planned visit to Dubai has not taken place. The ministry's thinking is that you have assembled 1 ambulance vehicle for our technical team. And these are very serious claims from the ministry's thinking is that you have assembled 1 ambulance vehicle for our technical team to come and inspect. But it is clear that nothing has happened. We would like to emphasize that the ministry is in dire need of ambulances and cannot therefore wait any longer. if you fail to assemble a well-equipped ambulance vehicle that meets our specification for inspection by 20th of February 2016, the ministry would consider the agreement terminated. It is our hope that you would act expeditiously to avert an eventual termination of the agreement. Honorable Alexander P. Segbefia, signed, Minister of Health. We also try to come a company and a copy Finance Minister, Justice and Attorney General, Deputy Health Minister, Acting Chief Director, Omunyina are copied in this. And the question in say, if indeed, say 2 letters we know, not Finance Ministry at the time you are aware, who then ordered for payments to be made?
Yeah, because
and why?
Yeah, Obi country, that's how we have lived. Found quite same particular normal in this country. Charlie. That's how we are living, and even today, we are living same. And I'm saying that 2022, these errors are avoidable. This year avoidable. No? Obi, you see this car as a country. You see this car. And I'm sure you see this car. I'm this car. Wastage in tea, reckless spending in tea, because you're full of young punishing people. Because we are not holding people responsible. They be in this car. Now, me make you at all. Now, me used to no just anyhow. Now, some say me to hey, now to the bar. I know be me tell you. Na Pentecost na ukono sika wo de ba for de no hu hwea ka bokoto aba for de. This country we are not seeing foco but they be a tuato foco but they be a tuato. The impunity at which they disrespect the citizens of this country, the impunity at which citizens ourselves, we are stabbing one another. And you do na omana kasa fapem no atro die ni akohia kasa any hiding between political coloration.
But this year, when you are brave, oh
yes.
Now let us walk on your way.
Oh, you may hear you, man. Me see, you better call the pepper. Slit the enemy. I'm going to tell you ba. Say what trade no. I'm going to ba. Me see, omu for oil ni na kwati kwaso ni na eba. Tracking system omo diffusing ni na eba. And the be documentary matter habo eba. Mostly we don't care whose ass there's God. So
it's God.
Yeah, but from
whose ox is God.
Who knock? Yeah, in fact, when you need paper, so the call. Yeah, so who comes are not the be the questions of politicians. Let me see. You yet near Peggy who we are. Yes, sir. You go so sa. You did no suicide from me, Seneca Cadone Winter, and the content. Yeah, dear good yes, sir. Sergeant, about my two. It's by the time I went about by the 4th month, no, not Ghana. Yeah, ready. It's a so funny here. Yeah, buy a basset that I bob. Now, the black say about 2 million will lord over us. Oh, you minister. You are behaving as if say, oh, now you're God. You be bad by room pay for those who have ego. You be boom. Because without us, no, who super if you have ego, you be boom. Oh, yeah, you may be born about to virus. You be born about so. Now, what ego? Also, you be trust any more power. No. It's not with this administration. All administrations are going to take Ghanaians for granted all this while. Ghana for embassies so amu akwantuo mu nyina no me mam warning. Ghana for this year base ebeje omu nkrata ho sema how much delay frustrate you more sa akwantuo embassies no. I'm giving you warning. I'm not suggest to them again because we don't treat them well.
Oh man,
we don't treat them well.
Say back to this story about ambulances, no. And the Attorney General Department issued statement in reaction to press conference. Honorable Ekosiisen M'Ahiasem in the statement about 2 hours ago, Ekosiisen M'Ahiasem I responded a short statement on his Facebook page. I say, I have noted a statement issued by a Deputy Attorney General claiming that by speaking out against the malice and deliberate political persecution inherent in the decision to prosecute me, I'm exposing the Attorney General to hate and prejudice. I wish to state that the Attorney General's office cannot determine my reaction to the sinister plot to needlessly tarnish my reputation and rob me of my liberty simply because I remain implacably opposed to the poor economic policies of this government and in particular the e-levy. It is the Attorney General who is driven by hate, prejudice and demagoguery. He is the one abusing his prosecutorial powers to silence critical political opponents. For instance, on paragraph 7 of the AG statement issued yesterday, it was claimed that, quote, as stated in the fact of the case filed in court on 22nd December 2011, Cabinet endorsed, is it 2011 or 2021? Okay, maybe a typo, I don't know. Was it 2011? Cabinet endorsed an executive approval of a joint memorandum submitted to Cabinet by the then Minister for Health and the first accused, Casey Alatoforsen, then Deputy Minister for Finance, for the purchase of 200 ambulances out of a medium-term credit facility of 15,800,000 euros between Stanbic Bank Ghana Limited and the Government of Ghana through the Ministry of Finance, unquote. For the avoidance of doubt, the Cabinet memo for the purchase of the ambulances was submitted in December 2011. I became a Deputy Minister on the 2nd of May 2013. How could I have signed a Cabinet memo in December 2011? And that's the end of the poster.
Well,
but I think the opportunity.
I'm not sure that Attorney General's Department almost because you have also the right to be suspicious about the approach, as in Atoforsen.
Of course.
Me no, me who court in some radio so I can come back and forth.
It drew court
maybe be assassin. It is God for them to I'm questioning him.
Yeah.
I don't want to believe what the Atoforsen guy is saying.
Of course. So Godfrey's reputation is also on the line.
Yes, I'm saying that. I don't want to believe what he's saying.
Yeah.
Because Basa, you know, who better so. Say, oh, time, na me kasa say the material, man, now, Bomodia say, oh, find a problem with me. No.
Where there is no problem.
There's no problem. That's very unfair.
Because it's not also proper for anybody to say, even when there is a problem, a prosecutable, no, untimi nkase because I will criticize Abanti.
And no show. Maybe any possible.
If not there,
you have the right to do so.
Yeah.
But
if there is something,
what has that got to do with?
Of course.
You can have problems with the timing. Nobody cares. But the issue is that they were coming to know a big gun.
Yes.
Yeah. But be any bit more will be.
Because a BB also knew what. Attorney General also mean creativity. Because then your reputation is on the line. Of course.
It's a stake.
Of course.
Asempa FM.
Of course.
Well, Obi, me wo se nyoma bebre wo apeso ye.
Yeah.
Na meja wo ya ma snake for no.
No, we'll come back to that story.
Meja ma.
We'll come back to that story.
Kai school feeding secretariat. Say, omuntiaka nya sa de ebesi no. Omo ze omo ni so bri omo.
Yeah.
Na fe masa caution. Sa bi ayi Ghana for no mutititi enyumaku ahodo mu na. Omo service omo provide my year Ghana for no. Very offensive no. Oko na say wo say oko odi ade koma minister chief director and obia Ghana ni no reception na say oye PA na and so office manager no. Ne ne ye bi odi be ya kire wo no. Sa ne ye ni be bubu ni na gu fom. Sa ne ye no e be bubu ni na gu fom. Maka cho na minister ko wo igo no. Ye na wo ye PA. We will not contain it. 2022 we will not contain it. When they get the political power, we will not. When they say, "Me am peggy, we answer." No more. No so called. No more. Me see, o massa no more. 2022. Sure. Who your PA, office manager, reception. You now you to no matter so. Now you boni bi no. The trends in our twapa. Oba no work in na me citizen it is only in this country. Anna, when you are sama, you have ho e chen wo ko mani. Only in this country. When you are sama, ho you pay attention to ho one. Now ko mani no o wiawia. Aga American embassy o ma buya bem yetete awie mu ahemfu nyina tete awie.
Oh, edua bi e wo
mani timi solve problem. We yes your independence. We yes your leaders American embassy. Yetete awie mu sa.
Oh, na say at least uko UK won podi ase
identify.
So mo na wo level crack no.
Na ye na mtiasi o. Ye Ghana for na kwa na yesa nya kwanya ye admo eyi moving because I for us UK for den. Uko no ye yo mu bi. Ai ma. Na mo no e dey akra ni a. What was this?
Asempa FM.
Why you try so?
Yeah.
I wish you well.
Me that say.
Hey, I feel her.
Yeah, I feel her.
I feel her.
I feel her. Yeah. I feel her.
No, I feel her.
Yeah, just how that see ho.
No, I feel like you.
I feel like anyway. Now what kind of crime for? Yeah.
Hey, man, Monday.
Yeah.
You better Ablekuma North Municipal Assembly omo dan ne ho nkomo.
Ma hu so nkofo.
What is it you omo mu dan ne?
Ma say nkofo so omo mu dan. That's some nkofo na kasa say because you pam omo nyina afio.
Oh, what then?
Oh, but you look on carelessly, helplessly for people to put up buildings and then you go back and say zone no mo dey go no. Wo ti office already. See pam omo nyina afio office.
Monday we'll deal with that issue, God willing.
Okay. Hey, Murphy, Dr. Randy Abbey.
Aish. Dr. Randy Abbey birthday. No, where your father and
I say, tell me the tricks are.
Happy birthday.
And then, who engage in our employer, adopt here, or body nice, so nice.
Yeah. Always looking fresh.
Very. But Miss Smith might be. I was a doctor. Hey, who bomb the just.
Always looking fresh.
I also be paid me free now. Dr.
Randy Abbey, happy birthday to you. And Honorable Ayene, former Deputy Attorney General.
Okay. And then also the birthday.
Yeah, and the birthday.
Ayene. Catcher number 6 is on frame. Told him number 6.
Me name John Jenapo Honorable.
Yeah, also
Yape Kosogo. Kosogo.
I know input to the Baba sometimes because Yape
Kosogo.
Make sure you pronounce it well. Yape Kosogo. Now, how's it for?
Hey,
I did you idea?
How does somebody that I mean have you?
How's for?
Or more for Mobosa. Ekosiisen M'Ahiasem FM. Happy birthday to you, Janet Adomako Mensah. And this from your husband. Oh, okay. Into Honorable Collins Adomako Mensah, MP for the Efija Kwabre North. Efija Kwabre North constituency in the year 18 and you need the Janet Adomako Mensah. This is a special one. Still number 1. Happy birthday, dear Janet Adomako Mensah. I will do party for you tomorrow. Why? From your husband, the Honorable Collins Adomako Mensah. Wow. Okay. Wait, sir. Obi, good afternoon. Were you expecting Omahini to expose the source of the letter? Oh, no, and then maybe it was